just a little bit more attention to the flow today of going into bridge. And so we're going to use all of that connection that we cultivated at the wall to now on the floor. So your feet are hip width apart, and then you're going to decide, what do I want to use for props? So I've got my inflated slimmel ball. I've also got my strap. But some of you also have a dowel, and it has to make sure that it's the long one. If you do use the dowel, okay, and so they're about 2 feet long, the dowel. And so if you are using the dowel, you're taking the end of the dowel and you're putting it in the palm of the hand. If you're not using the dowel, then you're putting the strap, okay, and you can fold the strap if you want, and you're going to hold the strap in between. I like to hold it in between the index and the thumb and try not to be too grippy with the hand. We just want to check. Okay. Shoulder width is a little bit wider than what you think. So sometimes you might feel that you're a little bit narrow. Just give yourself a little bit more space, because when you go overhead, you're going to need a little bit more space for the shoulder, especially if you're working through anything. Okay, so blocker ball is in between the thighs. Feet are about 1.5 feet or so, 2 feet from the hips. Okay, the toes are pointing to the bottom of your mat, so they're not pointing out to the side. So check, have you angled your heels in a little bit? If not, bring the heels out, but not too much that you hurt the knees or feel any strain. Okay, and then I just want you to take a moment, just relax the hands and the arms. Okay, press the feet into the floor for a moment and tug on the toes. Squeeze the ball. Good. Feel the exhale. Hey, now feel how there's a little engagement in the lower part of the body. I want you to try to keep a little integrity through the lower part of the body. Now, the arms are down. You're either using the strap or the dowel. I'm going to use the strap because most people are going to have that. Now, you're tugging the strap apart if you have the strap. If you have the dowel, you're leaning the palms of the hands into the dowel. Notice how that creates integrity for the torso. Now, you're going to inhale. Arms are going to come up. Exhale overhead. Now, don't worry about touching the floor. Your goal is to keep the shoulder blades on the floor. Keep squeezing the ball. Okay, then you're going to lift from the upper arm. So, shoulder above the elbow, below the shoulder joint. Think of that upper arm bone, your humerus, as you press the feet, squeeze the ball, lift from your upper arm to float the arms back up. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Okay, we're going to do that a couple times. Press feet, tug, squeeze the ball. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, overhead. Chin lowers down to the throat. Lift from upper arm. So that's in between your elbow and your shoulder. That's your humerus bone. You lift from that awareness using your core to help you, the feet. So you inhale up, exhale down. Now you're just going to go a couple more times. Just go at your rhythm. Inhale up, exhale overhead. Check in. If you need more space, widen your hands along the strap. Yeah, good. You're holding the dowel. Relax your fingers a little bit. Good. Notice, are my back ribs popping up off the floor when my arms go overhead? Try to keep the ribs. Those are below your shoulder blades. They're specifically the ones that I'm looking for. That changed something, Seamus. No? You're saying no, but I'm saying yes. It did in your torso. Right there, you lift. There. Hey, then you're going to release the dowel, the strap down. Hey, you can keep the ball, the block in between the thighs. Now, palms are down, but arms are by your side. Take a few breaths here. Now we're going to bring pelvis into it. So we're going from root to rise. So the third biomechanic law of movement, okay, ground, reaction, force. Pressing into the floor, there's an equal of effort that springs back from that awareness. So as you press your feet, tug on your toes, root through your heels, press the ground away, squeeze the ball, you'll feel your pelvis starting to levitate. Then just reach your sit bones towards the back of your calves and reach them up as you keep pressing your feet into the floor. Pelvis will keep rising. Hey, notice that you're not squeezing the buttocks together too much. Keep the sit bones wide. Good. Let the chin lower to where it feels it wants to. Breathe. Keep rooting the toes and the heels down into the floor. Good. Now, slowly start to soften the rooting. You'll feel the pelvis slowly lower down. Okay, we're going to do that a couple more times. Root toes, heels, press them into the floor. As the pelvis starts to float up, start to reach the sit bones as you keep them wide towards the back of your calves and then up. Tailbone's going to follow. Keep pressing the feet into the floor. Good. Notice the sit bones stay wide. So widening of the lower back, a wrapping around still to front body. Good. Start to slowly soften the press slowly as you let the pelvis float back down. Good. We're going to do that a couple more times. We're going to watch. Root feet, squeeze the ball, let the pelvis start to float up. Good. Then reach sit bones towards the shins and up. Tailbone follows. Yeah, good. Keep rooting feet. Keep rooting feet. Good. And then you release and you let the pelvis lower and you float back down. Nice. Now we're going to bring arms into it. So we're going to do one more time. Pelvis. Remember, you can pause at any time you want. Root feet. Pelvis floats up. Sit bones reach forward to the calves, then up. Then you're going to lift your arms up. Fingers point to the ceiling. Now, when you exhale the arms overhead, you can let the arms widen. It's the back of the hands that are coming on the floor. Palms are facing the ceiling. Breathe here. Keep pressing the floor away with your feet. Keep widening the sit bone. Okay, then you're going to start to soften the feet. Let the pelvis start to slowly float down. Inhale, arms up. We're going to coordinate arms and pelvis, lowering down together today. Beautiful. If you want to try it again, if not, you rest. If you want to try it again, you root feet. Squeeze the ball. Pelvis starts to float up. Sit bones reach forward and up. Chin releases down. Once you're up, that's when the arms start. You inhale the fingers up. Exhale them overhead. Remember, you can widen the arms as you go overhead if you need to. Back of the hands are the ones that touch the floor. Keep pressing the feet. Widen the sit bones. Heels. Don't forget the heels. As you start to soften, the pelvis lowers down, the upper arm bone initiates the arms up, arms and pelvis, legs all flow together. Now check in. Do you want to rest? Do you want to try one flow on your own? Through feet, through pelvis, floating up. Once you come all the way up, that's when the arms start. Inhale, exhale overhead. Good. Keep thinking heels and toes, heels and toes. Notice that you feel strong but spacious at the same time. And then you'll know, body will say, okay, I'm ready to come down. You go down. This is your timing, your rhythm. Good. Once you're done, you're going to draw the knees into the chest. Remove that ball. Give your body a hug. Let's decide, do we want to use the strap a little bit to go into baby pose, or do you want to go into baby pose without the strap? So you choose. Okay, I've got the strap, so I'll demonstrate it with the strap. You widen the legs, shins and feet come up. You place the strap around the feet, you widen them, and you can rock a little bit. Other than that, you're holding the back of the thighs, the ankles, the feet. And find a little rock here. I'm just going to release lower back now. Okay, if you want to pull down and even use the strap, just sneak one foot out. I've got my right foot in the strap, and you can let the elbows drop to the floor and even lower the leg down a couple times while pushing foot into the strap, strap into the foot, and lifting up. You can feel that a few rounds just to release one side back into the floor. Okay, if you do want to do a little twist with the strap, you can. Or if there's another twist that feels better and it's not going into the strap, you don't have to. But I've got my right foot in the strap. You could take the right leg over by holding the strap. And the left leg can be to the floor, or you can support that left leg on some height if you want. And you're reaching out the heel and the toes, but you're also pulling the thigh bone back into the hip. Arm could go up to the side if you do want to do this twist. Remember, if this one does not feel good for you, you can twist however you want on the floor. Feel your breath. Let yourself be here for as many rounds as you want. Just doing a little shorter version of the leg stretches, but they did want to come in. Hey, you decide when that feels complete. If you need some more breaths, you stay. But when you're ready, you're going to push the foot into the strap. You're going to come up, check in. Do I want to slide that left foot up, go back into baby pose again? Let the knees be bent. Remember, you're tugging down on the strap, but the feet are gently pressing up into the strap as well. And that's what's merging the lower back into the floor to create a little bit of compression to signal anything that's holding to let go. Okay, and then you can pull down on the strap, feet slide together. You sneak that right foot out. Maybe the left foot is in the strap. Remember, there's always a little bit of a bend of the knees. Elbows come to the floor. Pushing the foot into the strap as you gently tug on the strap. And you can lower leg down, exhale, inhale up, or switch the breath. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep attentive of that right foot or whatever foot of that knee that's bent, that's on the floor. It's pressing gently into the floor to create stability for you. Good. And then when it feels right, you can end and the twist on the other side. That for me is the left leg coming across to the right. Nice. Good variation. And just watching over all of you.